All right, everybody, welcome back to another Xvault gaming video. Xvault here, and I was going to take just kind of a day, but Mondays I usually don't regardless, but I don't want to sit on this news, and that news did break, and that is your newest PlayStation Now games for the month of September. So I like a lot of these titles coming out. Very much more excited for these than the PS Plus offerings we have, which are okay. And take a look at my previous video to go into detail and depth for that. But I wanted to go over these games and what they mean and how much value that brings to PlayStation Now for the month of September and going forward. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump to it. All right, so like I was saying, we are going to go over the PS Now games that were added for the month of September. Typically, I will bring everything from the PlayStation blog. It has a better synopsis and summary. However, other news outlets have broken this before the PlayStation blog is up and going for the games, at least as far as I can tell, and research is so far this morning. So we'll just kind of go through it here and give you my thoughts and opinions on that. But like I said, it's going to be a lot of good games, I think. One of them has been here, so let's just start off the list, right? Tekken VII. Tekken 7 is a game that's been on PlayStation Now for a while. This has been extended up until February of 2022. So if you're a big fan of the game, you consistently play it, or you like to jump into it here and there, it will last until February. But if you are that big of a fan, odds are you probably already own the game, but at least it's there. It's probably for those that just casually play that one and really enjoy it. But one of the most solid Tekken games out there, obviously. I have played it via PS Now. And just really solid game. Always liked the Tekken fighting series. So it's just on par with, Mortal Kombat, Virtua Fighter, Street Fighter, Soul Calibur, all that. All the heavy hitters. Obviously, it's in a lot of the fighting tournaments as well. So it speaks for itself. But there you have it. Tekken 7 still stays till February 2022. Now on to the new stuff that is happening, which will be pretty cool. The first one being Killing Floor 2. If you are unfamiliar with that, that is an online-based first-person zombie horde-ish shooter. You get to play online with friends if you'd like, to team up and take out hordes of zombies and all that. So there's a lot to go on there. Looks pretty cool. Has a lot of different abilities and a lot of different scenarios and all that. So pretty standard, but I've never played any of these, so I might have to check this out. So if any of you have played any Killing Floor 2 or 1. Let me know in the comments below if this game is worth checking out. I am not that familiar with it, so if it fills that kind of niche or void from anybody maybe bored of the Call of Duty zombie franchise for that, let me know if this is a good filler for that or if even better. So definitely looking forward to see if any of you like this better than that. Moving on, we do have a game called Windbound. This one looks really, really good. Kind of cell shading graphics in a way. This is an indie game. Kind of, borrows from a lot of different other genres and stuff like that. But, right off the bat, obviously reminds me a little bit of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Reminds me of some hints of Horizon, Zero Dawn. It reminds me of a few others as well. But you will get to do some things in there. So basically a quick summary of it is essentially Windbound does tell the story of a young warrior named Kara who is shipwrecked and washed ashore on what is known as the Forbidden Island. So now she must be using her skills to survive on the island, which is inhabited by many creatures, some of which are hostile and all that stuff. So lots to do there as well. So it really looks appealing to me. Let me know what you guys think as well. But I have not heard of this. I want to say I slightly heard of this game, but I'm not 100% sure of that. But from what I've seen and researched this morning, it does look really appealing to me. So I will definitely be giving this a go. Next on the list, we do have a game called Ghost of a Tale. Now, this is one for sure I have not checked out or heard of myself. This Ghost of a Tale is the tale of Tilo. It's a mouse minstrel thrown into the clinker after his wife Mara angers a rat baron by refusing to perform a certain song. He is soon sprung from his cell by a mysterious figure and left to scour the rambling keep for an exit while trying to learn the fate of his spouse. So this game is kind of like light roguelike, aspects to it from what I can tell and research and everything like that, but it looks really good. The graphics look appealing, and for those stealth fans out there, I know there's a lot of you out there, this might help you fill that void in between the next, hopefully, Metal Gear Solid game or anything else out there like Hitman, even though we do have Hitman coming for the PS Plus here Tuesday as well. But yeah, so the game looks really good, really, really good. So this is another one I might have to try out. I think it looks really, really unique and just a lot of fun, honestly, just from what I could tell. So again, if anybody else has tried this game out or knows more about it, let me know in the comments below, and feel free to give out that good name of a game like Ghost of a Tale if that is the fact. So moving on from that, we do have a game called Moonlighter. Now this one is one I've noticed that I haven't heard of this one, but a lot of folks out there from what I was researching speak highly of this one and give it a lot of praise. It's really reminiscent of the old school Legend of Zelda series from like NES or the Super Nintendo. So Moonlighter is an action RPG with roguelike elements as well, about Will, a shopkeeper that has dreams of becoming a hero. To make a living, Will needs to venture into the dungeons near his town, defeat strange enemies, and obtain items he can sell in his shop. So it has a really kind of unique twist on it, right? Like, how do these shopkeep owners truly get the special items, right? Is it by other travelers trading, and then he gives rupees and this and that, kind of like a pawn shop, so to speak? Or, is it a blacksmith? But this gives you that twist of, no, he is actually going down and getting these items himself. So it's really pretty cool. As far as what I've seen so far, definitely something I will be checking out. So I implore everybody else to probably do the same if you are a fan of that type of game and Legend of Zelda. And again, just roguelite, not like roguelike heaviness in that, right? So definitely eager to check this out as well. So moving on to the last new one. No, but I'll get to that. So the next one being Pathfinder Kingmaker. Now, Pathfinder Kingmaker really caught my eye because I do like these types of games a lot. Pathfinder Kingmaker takes place in Galarian, a world rich in history, mystery, and conflict. The story is recorded by a bard named Lindsay. Players will learn to survive the harsh wilderness within the Stolen Lands, and they will face rival nations and other threats in their fight to build their kingdom. So this reminds me a lot of the games that are similar to this, but one that sticks out to me is Divinity 1 and 2, and this might be slightly different than that, but still along the same vein of things, right? Really deep into the lore of gameplay and that type of story, right? So looks really good to me. Hopefully it's a hit. I haven't delved too hard into this as far as what the reviews are and if those of that type of genre really enjoy this game. But again, just another game out there that I don't have a lot of information on personally as far as playing to give you my honest opinion on it. So if you have played this or know more about it, again, drop those comments down below. Would love to hear from you. So any of the praise that these games truly do deserve, I think that helps out the devs as well. So anybody that comes across my channel and happens to come across this video, then they can read those comments as well. And I think it just kind of that good word, spread word, right? So looks really good. And then really happy about that. So to round it out, we do get the Final Fantasy VII, the original game released in 1997, I believe. Don't quote me 100% on that, but I believe it was 97, could be 96. I might be off on that, hopefully not. Try to keep up on my game trivia. But yeah, Final Fantasy VII. So I already own it myself, the original as well, so on the PlayStation. But for those of you that have missed out or just don't have it and want to go back to it, you have the entirety of Final Fantasy VII to your disposal, so you get the full story, all the things you could do, the in-game content, right? So tons of hours you can do there. I believe it does have cheat codes in there still, kind of cheat codes. Look it up. It does have that, and it doesn't affect the trophy. So if you just want to speed up the battle, or you want constant, basically infinite health and all that stuff, then you can do that if you just kind of want to speed through it, just to give you that. Or you want to play it authentically, you can obviously do that as well. So looking forward to that. Hot on the heels of that, it was released about 4 days ago, the information that this would be the first Final Fantasy VII, the original, and then the next following months we're going to have subsequent games as well. So Final Fantasy VIII Remaster will be coming in November. December is Final Fantasy IX Remaster. And then January, I believe, is Final Fantasy X. And then Final Fantasy XII for January, I believe, or February, however that works. So one of those there. But yeah, so you'll be getting a lot of Final Fantasy goodness coming your way, just following suit. I'm not 100% sure if Final Fantasy X is one of those, so don't quote me 100% on that. I didn't refresh myself on there, but I do know for a fact it is Final Fantasy VII for September, Final Fantasy VIII Remaster for November, and December will be Final Fantasy IX Remake, or Remaster, not remake, but Remaster. So lots of good stuff, guys, honestly is. So very happy this is all coming out. Just a lot of good stuff. So yeah, I'm still working on Ghost of Tsushima's DLC, and we got the PS Plus games coming out, and then you get a good helping of really cool games that will be dropping on PlayStation Now. So hopefully for me, I did re-up when it was $44. So hopefully that carries me over to the following year and they run the same special, because for $44, if they knock it from $59.99 for 12 months down to $44.99, that's tremendous value. It's not on the same level as Game Pass, don't get me wrong, but it is a very solid value and has just a lot to offer. So I think $44.99 is very fair of an asking price, as well as $59.99 if this is something you do utilize a lot. It has a lot of good hits on there and a lot of good games, and the streaming is getting better and better if you're not downloading it to the hard drive. So keep that in mind as well. I've been testing that out as of late. So check those out. Looking forward to it myself. So everybody, thank you so much for following on the video. Thanks for everybody that stopped by on the crazy stream yesterday. I know that was a little crazy, but thank you for bearing with us and just having a good time every once in a blue moon, right? Like that. So appreciate that. And we're up to 114 subs. That's fantastic. So the next goal is 150. So let's get the word out. All the support and everything helps out so much. So thanks for all your feedback, your comments. It helps motivate me, and it lets me know I'm on the right path and giving everybody the information that they're looking forward to and looking into as well. And I do try to be as unbiased as possible. And again, we can have a preference of any platform we want, but my goal is still to be unbiased. Whether I love a lot of the Sony games or not, that's just where I'm at and what I like. But I'm going to wrap that up there. So thank you again, everybody. Much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Get some rest if you can. And we'll see you next time on the next Xvault Gaming video. Take care.